Governor Julian Bykovsky from the Mandarin. In previous speeches, you've noted that Australians are really good at hoarding $100 bills. I think about 18 per person or something around there. Have you noticed any of these coming back into circulation? And, my service station owner says he's seeing a lot more. So is that something that you're keeping track of in the inflation mix? And the other question is on public sector wages. CPSU's put in a claim for about 20% federally. Standard & Poor's are nosing around the wages book. Where does that fit in the whole inflation mix? What's your perspective on that?
On $100 notes, you're right, there are roughly $1,800 notes out there for every man, woman and child in the country. I don't have my share. I don't know many people who do. So it's hard to know where they all are, but the growth in the number of $100 bills in circulation has stopped, which is unusual. It's been growing at like 6 or 7% a year. So partly that's higher interest rates, isn't it? If you can get 4.5% on your transaction deposit, and if you're not getting it, I encourage you to look around for a bank who'll give that to you. The incentive of holding $100 bills at home under your bed is less. So that's been a change. Whether it persists, it's hard to tell. So, and the second question was
public sector wages.
Public sector wages. It's really important that we don't develop a pattern here where wages and prices chase one another. If they do, then inflation will get entrenched and we'll have to have higher interest rates. We want to return inflation to 2.5% on average over time, and that means on average over time wages growth can be 2.5% plus whatever we get on productivity growth. If productivity growth is zero, carries implications for wages, doesn't it? If productivity growth returns to 1.5%, we can all have bigger pay rises. So that's the context that we think about it in. Around at the moment, aggregate wage growth is 3.5%. That's perfectly okay. But countries that are experiencing 5% aggregate wage growth are saying they have to have higher interest rates. So that's the choice, I think, as a society we face. If we're going to have much higher aggregate wage growth, we'll have higher inflation and we'll have higher interest rates. That doesn't necessarily carry any implications for any particular wage bargain. I'm just really talking about the aggregate situation we have. We have to have, over time, wages grow 2.5% plus whatever we can do with productivity growth.